It doesn't matter how much we think we know about planet Earth. We don't know enough. There's so much fascinating stuff out there that's just waiting to be explored. All we need to do is head out in the wild and we'll be stunned every single day. That's the beauty of nature. It's wonderful, magical, and full of surprises. And in today's video, we're talking about 30 animals that are truly one of a kind. So let's get it on. Giraffes are known for their long and majestic necks, so the most inconvenient and sad thing that could happen to them is something being wrong with that part of their bodies. Allow us to introduce you to Gemina, the iconic crooked-necked giraffe. Her neck disorder first appeared when she was like 3 years old and it just kept developing like that. However, this didn't stop her from leading a full life. She was a part of her herd, ate normally, and even became a mother before passing away at the age of 21. Rest in peace, Gemina. You will always be famous. We can all agree that snakes are pretty terrifying, right? Well, sometimes they can be stunning too. Don't agree with us? Take a look at this absolutely gorgeous albino snake. Did you know that because of their unusual beauty, albino snakes usually don't survive long? They're easily spotted by predators due to their inability to blend in with the environment. Unlike most wild animals, they're much better suited to be pets. Now, cats are known for their super speed and their almost supernatural ability to climb. But did you know that some of them can be born with 2 legs? Take a look at this adorable cat hopping around on 2 of her legs. Despite her unusual condition, she hasn't let it affect her life at all. Kudos to you, kitty. We're so proud of you. We mentioned earlier that snakes can be pretty terrifying. But they've got nothing on this cat. This evil-looking creature actually looks like it's a Marvel supervillain. And look how it's staring at the camera. That's actually really scary. Is it plotting something? Is it gonna take over the world? Who knows? And now allow us to introduce you to the only white gorilla to ever exist. This is Snowflake, an albino species who lived at Barcelona Zoo from 1966 until his death in 2003. This fascinating animal was so famous that he even inspired a movie starring none other than pop star Ariana Grande. This cat was born with a super unique condition. Guess what? She literally has 2 faces. She's so adorable. Look at the way she's moving. We hope she's happy and healthy wherever she is. Speaking of 2 heads, let's show you this fascinating snake called a Medusa. Unlike most 2-headed animals, this one has complete control over both of them and uses her unique deformity to thrive wherever she is. And now take a look at this awesome cat with a bicolored face. Next up, meet this rare white bison by the name of Dakota. This handsome animal is truly one of a kind, and natives believe that it's actually a sign of peace and good fortune. Dakota is healthy, friendly, and very welcoming to visitors. It's currently living at Dogwood Canyon Nature Park in Minnesota. So what are you waiting for? Head over there right now! We all know that dolphins are extremely delightful and lovely, but did you know that some of them are actually even cuter than others? Yes, folks, pink dolphins do exist. And no, these aren't set photos from the new Barbie movie. These rare creatures are very, very real, and many tourists have spotted them in the Amazon River in South America. Earlier in this video, we talked about a cat with 2 legs. Well, now let's take a look at the other side of the picture. This duck called Donald was born with a natural deformity that gave it 4 legs instead of the usual 2. We believe this little fella deserved a little bit more of an uncommon name. Don't you guys agree? It's anything but basic. Now look at this handsome goat that actually looks like a human being. Judging by the way it's posing, you'd think that it was in the middle of a photo shoot for Vogue magazine. And if you thought that goat was unusual, boy oh boy do we have news for you. This one doesn't look like a human, instead it looks like a monster straight out of Stranger Things. Guess you could call it the Demorker goat. Peacocks are known for how wonderfully multicolored they are, but sometimes minimalism can be even more breathtaking. This absolutely majestic white peacock puts all the other peacocks in the world to shame, and we have to say, we're in awe. It's actually a bit too beautiful to be real. Next, we have the incredible Japanese spider crab. Did you know that this creature is the largest crustacean in the entire world? Like spiders, these sea creatures have 8 legs, and they look absolutely horrifying. Lucky for us, they're very rare, and it's pretty unlikely that you'll ever encounter one in your life. And now take a look at this cow that looks absolutely nothing like a cow. Yeah, it has 2 legs and is super skinny. And before you guys start saying it in the comments, we agree, this footage is kind of unsettling. So to make up for that, we're gonna show you one with 6 legs. Did you know that cows are super sacred in Indian culture? And they believe that they're actually close to God. In fact, 20 out of 29 states in India prohibit cow slaughter. So obviously, when natives found one with 6 legs, they really started taking care of it and treating it like royalty. And in our opinion, that's exactly what it deserves. Next up, we have this cute little chick with 4 legs. We have to say, it looks like this little fella knows that it's special. Now, did you know that these extra limbs are usually shrunken and non-functional? However, we're sure that this won't stop this fella from flexing them in front of its friends. And now take a look at one of the rarest and most terrifying birds in the world, the shoebill stork. Did you know that these creatures can grow up to be 4 to 5 feet tall, and they even have an 8+ foot wingspan? Perhaps the scariest thing about them is that they can stand virtually motionless for hours and hours. Yikes! Next, let us introduce you to the weird-looking fish with 2 mouths. Imagine catching that on your next fishing trip. Alaska is a truly awesome place. Look at this absolutely gigantic moose wandering the roads at midnight. How would you react if you spotted this during one of your late-night ice cream runs? We talked about pink dolphins earlier. Now let's show you red pandas. Boy, do we love nature. Look at how cute these little things are. Where can we get one? And this fella right here is a super adorable Highland cow. In case you didn't know already, some cows actually have fur. And yes, they look awesome. Are you a frog enthusiast? If yes, then you're gonna wish you were born in India. This little animal is known as the Indian purple frog or pig-nosed frog. These creatures can range in color from gray to dark purple and are only found in the Western Ghats of India. Speaking of frogs, let's introduce you to this tiny guy who has not 1, not 2, but 3 fully functional heads! And now take a look at this absolutely humongous, strong, and muscular kangaroo that can take on pretty much anyone in the entire world. Hey Conor McGregor, we think we found your next opponent. This magnificent species of deer is called the Seneca white deer, and it's only found within the confines of the former Seneca Army Depot in Seneca County, New York. Because of this, many people seem to believe that they were created because of some kind of freakish military accident. Next, say hello to the frostfish, an extraordinary species that has a completely reflective body. And guess what? It becomes the color of the water around it and is almost invisible to the other sea creatures. Step aside, Harry Potter. This is even better than owning an invisibility cloak. And now take a look at this cute little elephant shrew. They can grow from 10 to 30 centimeters and are nowhere near the size of elephants. So why the name? Well, the animal kingdom is pretty strange, it turns out. These creatures are more closely related to elephants than shrews. Weird, right? Finally, we have this charming turtle with 2 heads. The owner named them Chop and Stick. Look at how they're sticking out of the same shell. That's not the only unusual thing about this turtle. If you look closely, you can see that even its shell has a uniquely beautiful pattern. Truly one of a kind. Alright, which of these animals fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.